Hey guys, what's going on today? I'm bringing you a crank gameplay today using the MTAR. We're on flooded today, so hopefully you enjoy the gameplay. I think I end up going 18 and 5 in this game, but this game is actually quite a long gameplay. It's not the average 3 to 4 minutes, about 5 minutes 50. I'd say that's a medium to a long game, because normally it takes about 3 to 4 minutes, sometimes even shorter, or sometimes even longer, depending on if anyone leaves or if people can pick up kills quick enough. Not really quick enough, but if people can find kills, because when you're playing on big maps, it's hard to pick up kills. Everyone's just gonna camp because no one wants to really die. Everyone just really camps on the big maps, but small maps, everyone seems to be a little bit okay with that. They just end up rushing around, which is, I guess, is a good thing, because it's a little bit easier to find kills, because you don't have to run around waiting to pick up a kill. You're just right there, or not right there, but they're right in front of you, and you can pick up the kill. So it's a lot easier on small maps. I don't think that these big maps should be put into cranked, but that's my opinion. Obviously everyone's got their own different opinions. There's just no point running from one side to the other side trying to find kills. Whereas if you've got small maps like Strike Zone, or one of the other small maps like Warhawk. Well, actually Warhawk's quite big, but I actually like that map. So I guess it really just depends on the map. I mean, a lot of people hate Flood because of the water, but if you stay outside of, or if you go around the outside of the map, then you should be fine. You don't need to go in the middle map at all, and you should be fine. You won't even die by the water. I've died as well, but it is what it is. You know, Sometimes, because there is one part of the water there where it's actually really deep. So, if you're injured and you end up going in there, you're just gonna end up dying. So, that's why I don't really. I mean, this map's okay, decent, but the other maps, some of them are a bit too big still, even though they took out the larger ones. Because there are larger maps in Ghost which they've not implemented into the Crank playlist. But I feel that obviously you kind of do see their point, because like, if you take out every single map, then there's only going to be a couple maps, and that's going to be very boring. So I kind of do see their point in keeping some of these maps, but maybe if they made some more smaller maps, to actually support the people that actually like the small maps, and make it a little bit easier for them, I guess, because some of the people don't like these big maps, and I know I'm just rambling on about this small map big map thing, but it kind of does. It's kind of a big issue if you really think about it. It's not really small, because like Black Ops 2, we've had small maps. I mean, there's only a few of them which, I think there was only like a couple that had, or that were actually big maps, and hardly anyone played it. So everyone really played like Raid and all those small good maps, that everyone liked. Warhawk's good map. Strike Zone is probably my favorite map, obviously. But like Warhawks is good, even though it's a medium-sized map. It's not really that small, because Strike Zone is a lot smaller than that. They've only got a couple small maps in this game, but I guess it is what it is. Like Prison Break is just a big map that you don't even need in cranked, because half the time I can't even pick up kills, because I'm just trying to find everyone's camping, because it's such a big ass map and you can't find the kills to pick up. But I think I've already made a gameplay about this, not gameplay, a different video, asking if big maps should be implemented in the crank playlist. I'll just ask that question again. Do you guys really think that these big maps should be implemented into the crank playlist? I feel it shouldn't, but then you kind of do see, Infinity Ward's point. If you take out all the maps, then there's only going to be a couple maps, and that's going to get really. It's just going to be the same thing and really boring. So you kind of do see their point in what they're doing, but I guess it's sort of their own fault for not making more smaller maps. Or if they, like they did with what was it, the playlist in Modern Warfare 3, where they'd cut off half the map and they'd make a small map. I think that's what they could have done with cranked. For the bigger maps, they could have cut off parts and made it a bit smaller map, or not bit, a lot smaller map. That doesn't even make sense. But what I'm trying to say is that they could have cut off parts of the maps to make it a little bit more. They could have cut off maps to make it smaller, to be able to be a little bit more enjoyable, because then you'd be able to pick up kills, and you wouldn't be dying every so often by not picking up a kill. When not dying, you end up exploding. So yeah, they could have done it, but they didn't decide to. I don't know why. Don't ask me, ask them. Because, you know, it's a good point. No, I got a good point here. They could have taken parts off the map, you know, where it's just a stupid part of the map, having like the little Modern Warfare 3, they cut off parts to make the map. And it was actually Black Ops 1, they cut off parts of the map to make it a little bit more smaller. It was like the one in the chamber and stuff like that. I think they could have done this with the crank playlist for the big maps, because then it makes it a little bit easier for everyone, you know, easier to pick up kills and everything. But anyway guys, gameplay's come to an end, so if you like the video, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'm out guys, take care.